Today we're going to rebuild a Petcock with new gaskets because when I took it apart, I took the cover off and the Petcock valve off. You can see it's serrated, so you can either use a pair of pliers with some soft jaws or what have you to take it off. It's spring loaded, so you have to kind of push down and twist. So I took it apart just because it was really tight and I wanted to look at the washers, so I actually removed, there's an O-ring right here and I removed that, and then I looked at this rubber washer, and as you can see here, there's a split between these two holes right here, so that could definitely cause an issue with the either leaking, the Petcock leaking, or it transferring from one of these pipes down through into here basically. So this is the on pipe and this is the reserve pipe. So what would happen is the on pipe would be giving it gas, and also the reserve pipe coming down through here would be giving it a little bit of gas as well, or leaking possibly. So I ordered a new washer and O-ring and got the kit, so I'm going to remove this. So here it is. The new washer is coming. So just basically press that in. There we go, pressed in. And I'm going to put the new O-ring on the valve portion. I did not disassemble the entire valve. I just basically separated it and cleaned it out with some Berryman's cleaner, and also made sure that the threads here and the threads inside here were still clean. I know I ran a pick through around the threads to make sure they were still clean. So I'm going to take a little bit of silicone grease on the O-ring. That on. We'll see if we can get it on without, I will use floss if this is a pain, but it looks like I should be able to just push this on into the slot. There we go, that's easy. So now the key is to get this threaded. They're very tiny threads in here, and to catch in the inside threads. So to push this on with your hands is very much of a nightmare. So I couldn't do it. My hand strength was not good enough. So I asked our machinist friend in Airhead, Chris Sutton, if he had a tool, or how did he do it? And he said, yes, I do. Here it is. So here's the tool. It has a cylindrical shape, and it also has little notches in here which fit into these little pegs, I guess what you call it, fit into the notch on here, and this fits over top of the actual valve. So when you're turning it, you turn the valve and everything, and you're putting pressure down on the spring. It's really tough to push down on. So I marked where I thought the threads started right here with a little marker, where the threads seem to just start right here, and I'm going to attempt to put that mark in here where the threads are starting. So right here is a notch, so I'm going to attempt to put that in and start turning it, and make sure that we have even pressure going down, because you just don't want to cross thread this thing. I mean, you just want to keep an even pressure down and twisting the entire unit at once. So here we go. And as you've noticed, I positioned the valve perpendicular to these little notches. So I'm going to use both hands and press down and turn this as I'm turning the tool. So it's a lot going on at once. And just make sure, I did mark the spot where I thought the threads start, and I lined that up with this little notch down here. I don't know if that helps or not, but we're going to try it. So pushing down. Turning everything at the same time, just to get it started. Okay, got it started. So that's it. So now I just continue on until it feels good and snug. There. A little bit more. Make sure again this is perpendicular. So we're sitting inside those notches. Okay, that feels tight. Now we'll test it out. It feels much better. We can also test out the Petcock. So we have it on is the long tube, because it go up into the gas tank. And so I'll spray some Berryman's carb cleaner, and it should come out the bottom like that. If I spray it on this side, it should not come out. Nothing. Now that I have some Berryman's in, if I turn it to reserve, it'll come out. There, see, it comes out. Can even make sure by spraying it in the reserve small pipe. There we go, look at that. And nothing out of here. Nothing. Excellent.